Okay, so hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Where I help you to prepare for software testing interviews, right, in the easiest way possible. If you are someone who is just starting out or brushing up for an interview, you are in the right place, right? Okay, today's topic is one of the most commonly asked in interviews: verification and validation. So let's break it in it down in a simple and effective way, right? Okay. So first, let's understand what verification and validation real mean. Like these are two important terms in software testing and often get mixed up. Where there is an easy way to remember, right? The verification means are we building the product right? Students, focus on my words. Verification means are we building the product right? And what is validation? Validation means are we building the right product? Like, I hope you are getting the difference, right? Like, verification is like, are we building the product right? See, right? We are just verifying here. And what is validation? It means like, are we building the right product or not? Okay. So now let's dive into the what that actually involves. Okay. So let's say first one is verification. So verification is all about checking the process and ensuring that the software meets the requirement before the I'm sorry. Okay, so verification is all about checking the process and ensuring that software meets requirements before we start testing, right? Some common activities in verification are like reviews, right? And like walkthroughs or inspection. So what is review? So reviews are like checking the documents like requirement specs, right? Checking the documents like requirement specification. Okay. What is walkthroughs? Walkthroughs are like team members go through the description code, right? Uh, like if you will look into the SDLC part, so there is one feature called as design part, right? So under designing, we are just what we can say checking we are just go uh, design is as according to the requirements or not. We are just reviewing it. We're just verifying it, right? And what is inspections formally checking by experts. These activities help us catch issues early, right? Even before a single line of code is run. So this is all about verification part. Then it comes the validation. Okay. So before starting the validation part, let me clear you all. Like me, including me also, I had given a lot of interviews, okay, and many of the times I got this type of question, like what is the difference between verification and validation? So the common difference is like you can say like verification is an ongoing process, right? And validation is the we can say like a last process, right? Verification ongoing means like when we are just following the SDLC phases, we are just reviewing, right? We are just reviewing the design is as expected to the requirements or not, right? These all are like coding is as going through the requirements or not. This is the verification. It is like ongoing phase. Validation is like the end process. Let me tell you brief what is validation process. So validation is done after development. Okay, listen carefully. Like, okay, validation is done after development process. It's about making sure the product actually works as expected. This includes the testing phase, system testing, and defect lifecycle. Why I wrote these three features? Because in testing phase, like functional and integration or system testing will be there. We will just match our test planning, okay, and our test cases that we have included in our test planning is as according to the requirements or not. System testing, checking if the product behaves correctly. Okay, checking if the product behaves correctly. What we are doing here is after the coding phase, we are just checking the system is correctly tested or not. This is the end process. Validation is the end process. Verification is the ongoing process. Okay, I hope you are getting my words. So, so the common interview tip is like interviewers often ask what is the difference between verification and validation. Okay, so like you can say like verification is a static process. It's also it is also there. Verification is like a static process that does not involve code execution. It checks document, design, etc. Validation is like dynamic process. Okay, and yes, we can also name verification or validation like static or dynamic. Like verification is static, and dynamic is a like validation is a dynamic process. Okay, that involves running the code and checking if it meets the user needs. Okay, yes. So this is all our verification and validation video, right? So these concepts are small but super important in QA interviews. Okay, like who all like those students who all are like practicing or like attending for the interviews. Okay, and practicing for the interviews for the upcoming interviews. This topic is very much important. Okay, so like okay, and like if this helped you, so don't just don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys, because this is my latest new channel, right? And I will definitely provide you the like what we can say like the topics that is very much useful for you, because I have also faced a lot of interview questions and I know what all interviews are going to ask from you all. Okay, so if this helped you, just do the necessary things like, comments, and subscribe, or whatever the things are. So you have got it right. So keep learning and keep growing. Thank you.